Hey, good morning, guys. Joe Teti here.
Dale Comstock.
Another hotel security video. However, before we start this one, I want to tell a story, and I know Dale's heard this, but I want to share it with you guys. So, 2005, I was deployed to Iraq, and I was staying at a hotel in the Carada district, which Dale's familiar with as well. Pretty nasty place in Iraq. Anyway, staying at a hotel. About 2 o'clock in the morning, I get woken up with an RPG round hit right outside my hotel door. Breached the wall, knocked me onto my floor, hit my head on the nightstand. I get up in my underwear, I put my flip-flops on, put my kit on, and I run to the elevator. I hear a bunch of shooting going on. The elevator's not doing shit, so I decide to run down the stairwell, and I get to the bottom of the stairwell, and I see a guy caught in the elevator just standing there, and I look out in the foyer. There's a bunch of dead Peshmerga guards, blood all over the floor. Obviously, he wasn't prepared for what he saw, so I ran back upstairs, and I got on the roof, and there was already guys up there. And there was actually some guys from Delta were there, and some other dudes. But anyway, big gunfight. Long story short, and Dale's going to talk about this in a minute, hotel security, guys, it's important. You don't have to be in freaking Iraq and get into a gunfight to have to know some basic security procedures. I'm going to show you something very simple, and then Dale's going to elaborate on this. So, let's talk about luggage real quick. So, here's my luggage. So guys, this is a piece of my luggage. It's a North Face bag. I've traveled all over the world with this thing. So, couple gold nuggets. When you're in your room, all right, a lot of people just have a tendency to just unpack all their stuff, right? They either throw stuff in drawers and whatnot. Guys, this is what I do. I leave my stuff in my bags, but one thing that I do every time I travel is I prep my luggage. And what I mean by that is this. Look, you want to know if somebody has gone through your crap. So how are you going to do that? Well, very simply, no one is going to be so detail-oriented that if you put your straps nice and straight like this, right? And I mean straight. This is where you got to be spot on.
Hey, Jimbo here. I've got an awesome free YouTube giveaway for the first 200 guys. It's the world's fastest drawing pocket knife. Quicker than any switchblade. We call it the Striker. And with your permission, I will now rush you this amazing knife for free. Just pay shipping and handling, and it's on its way to your front door. But get to the link in the description now if you want one.
Right? Nice and straight. You set your zippers, right? Instead of just leaving a gap right there, close them shut and put them perfectly straight, right? Make sure your straps are straight. This is prepping your luggage. Now, if someone were to get in here, you can almost guarantee you they're not just going to get into your luggage, right? Let's see what's in here and unzip everything and put it back. They'll probably put it back like this, but they're not going to reset it the way it was. Chances are that is not going to happen. Now you know if somebody's been in your luggage. Guys, I just want to give you a closer look. Line up the holes too, right? See the holes where you'd put a lock right there? Line those bad boys up. If you come back to your room and it's like that, guess what? Somebody's been in your shit.
Second notice about this awesome giveaway I'm conducting for the first 200 guys who respond. Get to the link in the description and I will rush you this stunning Striker pocket knife for free. Just pay shipping and it's on its way to your front door. This is a $70 knife, 8.5 inches long, cutlery grade steel, G10 handle, total quality. You can also draw this blazing fast if you want. I'll show you how. There's a strict limit of 200 to go around. So get to the link in the description now.
All right. So here's another thing that I'm not a fan of, and some of you guys, I guarantee you, you're doing this right now. If you've got luggage tags on your luggage, it has your name, phone number, address, probably have your freaking bank account on there for all I know. Take that crap off. You don't need to have that. If you do, put a fake one on there. I actually used to put a fake business card right here when I used to travel over to Afghanistan and Iraq. I don't want my personal information out there. If you do, shame on you. So now that I've showed you how to kind of preload your luggage and set it up for an event somebody tries to get in it, Dale's got a few pointers as well.
So I never go to a hotel and completely unpack. In fact, whatever I take out, I put it back in when I'm done, right? So essentially, all my bags are packed. The only thing that come out, maybe my computer sitting out that I'm using regularly. Otherwise, if I don't even need that, if I got to go somewhere and I'm gonna be gone for a few hours, I'll pack it all up and put it inside my backpack. Now, things to consider. Why do I pack and leave all my things packed? Well, what if I got to get out of here like right now? It could be for any reason, right? I could have an emergency, maybe I overslept. I got to get out of here. And secondly, if I keep everything consolidated, I'm less likely to lose something, right? Or leave something behind. How many times have you packed up, you left, and you go, oh man, I forgot I left that laying there, or I left something plugged in the wall, or whatever, right? And that's gone. Other things to consider is on a more, now we're talking about foreign travel a little bit more so, it's more of a consideration overseas than it is here, and that is, I used to travel a lot, as Joe did. We spent a lot of time in Baghdad, but we also spent a lot of time traveling through different countries in the Middle East to get to our final destination. And oftentimes, we stayed in very nice hotels. There's a reason for all that, but we stayed in very nice hotels. And ironically, we tended to stay in the same hotel, not necessarily by our choice, but because it was mandated. We stayed in the same hotel, and what I always learned was, or realized is, they always put me in the same room. Every time I show up in country, every few months, I'm in the same exact room. It just on the same floor. It didn't make any sense. Well, it did make sense. Why? Well, one, those rooms were special rooms, right? If you're a foreigner, especially if you're an American, and particularly in that scenario that we were in, they wanted to hear what you're talking about. They wanted to see what you're doing. They wanted to know what was in your suitcase, right? They want to know what kind of things you're bringing with you. Maybe there's some intelligence in there that they could use. Maybe they could, if had a laptop in there, they go in there and clean it out and take everything that's off of it, right? So security was also always a special consideration. So everything was packed for a reason. So as Joe mentioned, I could tell if somebody's been molesting my things. All right, it would for sure at least raise my my alert levels to go, okay, something's amiss. But what we also realized was the rooms were being bugged. They had listening devices, they had cameras, so they were listening to us, they were watching us, and they were even monitoring our emails. Okay, and we'll talk about that in another segment. So the lesson learned here is always be prepared to get out of the room right away. Whether it's in that scenario where, like, what, bad guys are watching me, maybe I'm being targeted, I need to go, maybe I'm going to miss my flight. You can think of 100 reasons why it's a good idea, but leaving your things unpacked and strewn all over the room is never a good idea. More than likely, you're going to leave something behind. 2, it's hard to keep track of all that, and 3, really it doesn't, it doesn't facilitate emergency egress if you have to do it.
Hey guys, again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
And ring the bell.
Final chance at getting a free striker knife. It's a $70 knife. It's one of the fastest drawing pocket knives in the world, and it's yours for free. Just pay shipping to get this to your front door, and I'll rush one out to you right away. I started with only 200 knives to go around. There are still some left, so get to the link in the description while you can. I'll see you inside.
Thanks for watching our video lessons here at TRS Direct. Hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon and we'll send you a notification when there's a new lesson available. Thanks again for watching.